Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now today is another video about the Fujifilm X-T50. Now this video is going to be quite short actually. It's about its video features of the X-T50. Now I bought it primarily as a travel camera for taking photographs with. It's got the 40 megapixel sensor in, so it's great for photography. It's got image stabilization, in-body image stabilization, so it's great if I want to set slightly slower shutter speeds. I do like taking photographs inside churches, buildings, museums and that kind of thing, so it's great that I can reduce the shutter speed if I'm in low light but still get really nice sharp images because of the in-body image stabilization. And the X-T50 is really lovely to handle, but that will be covered in my other video, my general purpose video, which will be uploaded soon. It actually may well be up before this one. But today I want to cover some of its video features, because I think a lot of reviewers are actually missing out on what this camera can do for video. Now, they all mention about the fact that it has got 4K, it will do up to 240p in 1080 in HD, but it does 4K and it does 6.5K as well, which is remarkable. I mean, it's phenomenal, mainly because of a 40 megapixel sensor. So it's got all those features that we all, know and love about Fuji cameras, and to be honest, most other mirrorless cameras have got, great features such as that. It has 10-bit recording. It's got 8-bit as well, but why would you set it to 8-bit recording? Set it to 10-bit and be done with it. But it has got RAW output via the micro HDMI port. Now, it is a micro HDMI port, not a full-size port. That would be, about right for the size camera this is. It is a really compact camera, so I'm not surprised that it is a micro HDMI. But just be careful that the cables break quite easily with the micro HDMI cables, so you might want to buy 2 or 3 of them. It has got a headphone jack via the USB-C port. So it hasn't got your conventional 3.5mm headphone jack. It's via the USB-C port. Little bit frustrating actually, because if you want to use the camera with power delivery, then you have to unplug the USB-C port and plug in a headphone or headphone adapter. It does come with a headphone adapter, by the way. It comes with the USB-C to 3.5mm adapter. Just make sure you don't lose it. That's all I would say. I've lost several over the years since I've had Fuji cameras, but at least it does come with it, and you can buy them if you need to buy another one. As I said, it does have USB-C power delivery, so you will have to unplug the headphones if you want to power the camera. I'm actually powering the camera now via the USB-C port. I've got it plugged into USB-C block so it won't run out of battery. Because it's got the smaller W126S battery life isn't as good as what it would be on my XH2. I've got the XH2 getting a wide shot just there. That's got a much bigger battery in, but I'm still running that via USB-C. So both cameras I can run via USB-C. The autofocus is great on the Fuji X-T50. Same algorithm, I think, as what's on the XH2. So you're going to get a very similar sort of result. Now, it hasn't got the 3-inch articulating screen that you find on the XH2, the X-T200, the X-T5 and many other Fuji cameras. It's got the tilty screen that tilts up and down. So I've got it plugged into an external monitor, and I find that's fine. All my cameras in the studio here, both upstairs and in the studio down here, use external monitors. I find the monitors are bigger, I can see them better, certainly with my eyesight. So I mean, that's a real godsend, but you can plug a HDMI lead in. And the wonderful thing with Fuji cameras, unlike Sony and Canon, when you do plug the HDMI lead in, it doesn't cut off the monitor on the camera, where Sony's do, and so does the Canon. Really frustrating. I mean, incredibly frustrating, because when I'm stood behind the camera setting it up, I have to keep unplugging the HDMI lead to get to see the the menu and all the other functions on the camera. But I don't have to with Fuji cameras because it doesn't cut off the actual screen of the camera. The X-T50 has a tally light. It's got a tally light on the front of the camera and on the back, and it's got various ways of setting that up. So you can have one on, one off. You can have it blinking. I've got it set to permanently on, same as I do with my XH2. Again, the tally light is awesome because the screen doesn't rotate. I can't see the screen if it's recording, obviously, but the tally light comes on, that tells me that it is recording. So I think that is a great feature. It does have a red frame that goes around the screen. So if you are stood behind the camera and you are the camera person, then you can see that it is recording, A, with a tally lamp, and B, with the red frame that goes around the screen. And by now you've probably gathered, I'm not showing you the camera, I haven't got it physically in my hand because I'm filming with it. The close-up shot here is being filmed on my X-T50 with the XC 35mm lens. It's an f2 lens. It's not the XF, it's the XC 35mm lens. Same optical quality, but it's just a lot lighter lens and it's a plastic build. But the optical quality is great. And I'm filming with it because we're talking about its video features. I thought you might want to see how good the video is with the X-T50. So that's hence the reason why I'm filming with it today. With the X-T50 and the X-H2, and I think most of the other Fuji cameras, it's got actually a really nice feature. On the touchscreen, it's got video set. So you can set all the functions, such as your shutter speed, your aperture, ISO, autofocus settings, your mic level settings, and all that kind of stuff using the touchscreen, but it disables the physical buttons and functions. That is a great idea, because if you do knock the buttons, it's not going to affect your filming. So I use that on my X-T50 because the buttons, there's not so many function buttons on the X-T50, so I find it easier just to set it up using the touchscreen, whereby on the X-H2 that's got so many function buttons on it, but I do use the physical buttons on the X-H2 for setting that up for filming. But I use the touchscreen for setting up the filming on my X-T50. There is no video record limit on the X-T50, although people have said it does overheat. I've not managed to get it to overheat. Now there are two settings in the menu when you set it up. First of all, you set it up to standard, and I can't remember, it might be advanced, I can't remember what it's called, but it basically helps to stop the camera from overheating, or it doesn't shut off if it gets hot. So I've not had any problem with overheating, but as I said, because there is no video record limit, that's great for me. I can keep rambling on and then I can cut all the bad bits out in the edit rather than having to keep stopping and starting the camera. It does frustrate me when I use cameras that have a 30-minute record limit, because I'm conscious that the 30 minutes will be up before I have finished what I want to say. But this camera, there is no video record limit. So there we go. That's the basic features of the Fuji X-T50. It is still a great video camera, as well as a compact travel photography camera. As I say, with the tally lamp, with all its other video features, no video record limit, touchscreen for setting the video up, all the 10-bit features, headphone jack, mic jack, well, headphone jack via USB-C. I mean, it's a great video camera. It won't be my main video camera, but I'll be using the X-H2 and the XS20 as my main video cameras, but it is there to be able to use for video, and you'll get great results. Also, the simulations work in video as well. So I've got this set to standard, but it has a Turner profile, which is a lovely profile for video, and you can set many other different profiles. It has got your F-Log 2 and F-Log 3, so if you want to do 10-bit F-Log recording. F-Log is basically a log profile, very much like Panasonic V-Log, Sony S-Log, and then you can color grade it afterwards because it is a 10-bit camera as opposed to 8-bit. So it has got the F-Log features built in. I don't use that because I'm not the best at color grading. I like to have it pretty much how I want it in camera, a bit like comparing JPEG with RAW. I shoot RAW when it comes to photographs because I do enjoy editing photographs, but the JPEGs that come out of this camera are fantastic. Well, I use that principle with video. You can either shoot in a log profile, which I don't do, but you can shoot in a log profile for color grading afterwards, or you can shoot in a standard profile, which is what I do, so it's pretty much, you know, color graded, you know, when you take it out of the camera. So there we go. That's a quick run through of the video specs of a Fujifilm X-T50. You won't be disappointed with its video features. Just be conscious of the fact, two things, because it is a compact camera, for long-term recording it may well overheat, and also there is no conventional headphone jack, it's via the USB-C port. So if you do need to continuously monitor the audio, you would need need to unplug your power delivery source to be able to plug your headphones in. So that's the only two things I see as a drawback with the X-T50 for video, but for me it'll be a great little video camera. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that video useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button if you like the content of my videos. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.